Hello everybody and welcome back once again to Let's Play Tyranny. Okay, so here we are as we left off last time. It's the Healer's Day 7 Span of Conquest and we are ready to speak with Marek, who's in a bit of a pickle, isn't he? Anyway, since the last session we've just done a couple of things. We've decked out Calvina in the newly acquired Cowl of Disbelief, giving her extra magic defense in addition to some other slight upgrades. And also she's now donning those exquisite sage's gloves, which she's recently procured from the bodies of the fallen sages. Yes, excellent. In addition to that, we've had a little bit of a play around with our spells, although, come to think of it, I haven't done much playing around with the inventory the quick slots rather. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So all of the spells aren't actually on here. There are some missing, of which ones I don't know. Seems to be the two. Flesh to Stone seems to be missing. I would prefer that one to be on. This is Giant Boulder and Stone Spike we should leave off for now. But yeah, plenty of spells, Plenty of spells to rotate through. But I haven't to play around because obviously we are here. We get a bonus to fire due to the edict, so we've gone for a few fire spells to make use of that. Although I am thinking that perhaps some of the enemies around here might be immune to fire or resistant to fire. But we shall soon see. Anyway, let's go say hello, shall we? What do you want? I've already faced enough torments at the hands of these scholars. You're Tunan's fate binder, aren't you? I'd recognize you anywhere. But I'm afraid you have me at a disadvantage right now. I am at your mercy. Betray alliance. What a stupid opportunity to betray our alliance. Yeah, just kill a man that's trussed up like a turkey. Yeah. Yes, proclaiming that we are here to seek his help to get past the chorus at the library. So... Gravenash sent someone to finish what I couldn't do. I knew I had failed my mission, but I didn't know I wasn't going to be given a chance to redeem myself. So be it. There is no point in mourning what I cannot change. As for your problem, I wish I could help you, Fatebinder, but at present, I can't even help myself. What happened? My scouts and I were infiltrating the burning library. One of my best, Elena, must have been working with the Scarlet Chorus. She disappeared, and shortly after, we were hunted down. She used her oath-bound connection against us. That's how the Chorus was able to pin down our location. Damn clever. I don't know how many of us were taken, but these sages caught me while I was resting. Suppose I should feel grateful. Now I just await my execution, unless you're willing to help me. Set me free and we can talk more. That would be a real favour. And if you were worried about the muscle around camp, the rest of my scouts are nearby. They can help us fight off the sage scum. Yes, well, good to see I'm one step ahead of you. The sages are already dead. And you're free. Marek has been joined by members of his unit, two weary-looking oathbound, with large patches of ash and blood blanketing their armour. They nod to their commander as they approach, with a curiously nonchalant reaction to his rescue. Marek appears to regain some strength at the sight of his men. He beckons vigorously as you approach, a determined expression visible on his face. Thank you for your help, Fatebinder. I will forever be in debt to you for helping me to avoid the shame of a dishonourable death on top of my other failure. I'm afraid I must ask more of you, even after you have already done more for me than I can repay. Yes, well, first you will help me. I need to get to the library. I will tell you everything I know. I only ask you to do something for me once you make it to the library. Graven Ash tasked me and my group with destroying it. Unfortunately, we were discovered and routed, but I know how to get you there safely. Here, let me mark on your map how to bypass all the Chorus patrols to get to the library. Once there, you need only deal with the sensor to get inside. Be aware, Fatebinder, one of my soldiers mentioned a large magical barricade deep inside the library. The censor has her gang searching the entire building for parts of some kind of passcode to get beyond it. If you are going to accomplish your goal, you will need to find the passcode before they do. I wish I had more information for you, but I hope that will help you. Now, I would make my request of you. Well, seeing as we proclaimed the edict, I suppose we don't want to appear, unknowledgeable in this man's presence, so we'll keep this question to ourselves for now, simply asking him what his request is. Some of my oathbound scouts are still missing. 2 are in the burning library, and the 3rd, Yelena, is in the Scarlet Chorus camp. I want to see her properly punished for her betrayal, as much as I want to see the others saved. What exactly is this oathbound connection? Because you helped me, I will tell you, but normally this knowledge is not shared outside the disfavoured. Before you are truly an oathbound, you must complete a ritual that connects you to each one of your brothers. Their feelings become yours, their pains are your pains, and their troubles are yours as well. Yelena used that connection to betray us. She must be made to pay for that act. Well, if I am to cast judgment, tell me more about this betrayal. As I said, she used her oathbound connection against us. That's how the Chorus was able to pin down our location. I was caught whilst resting. There's nothing more I can add. Fine. What do you want me to do? I ask of you to find any of my missing men and return them to me. Yelena must be made to pay for her crimes, and I will not have another of my men lost to her weak will. Fine. Well, I have business there as well, so whilst I am there, I shall look out for your oathbound. Thank you, Fatebinder. I am in your debt. I will not hide the fact that without your help, I would have failed in my mission. Your name will be praised as long as I can draw a breath. I will await your return here. Oh dear, gained wrath for that. Trial of Archon, so that is going to be about the... he lost track of his own soldiers in the library. That's a bit of incompetence there, but hey-ho. And to the ruins of the burning library to destroy the silent archive. So there are 2 oathbound there that need rescuing. And of course, Yelena, the traitor, needs dealing with. Of course, there will be a tale to this betrayal, no doubt. Alright. Let's press onwards and see what we can find. Burning library entrance.
I got it.
I was thinking of sneaking, but... God, look at this place, eh?
How'd you take a look at that?
Ooh, got a couple of Scarlet Chorus there. Up here, the corpses of sages skewered on spikes, their skin blackened by the heat. So do we go this way or do we go outside? I think we'll just go around the outside first. Secure the perimeter and all that, you know? Oops. Foul murmur and folant. They're not attacking us on sight, which is interesting.
Do that.
And inside we have a proper Scarlet Chorus camp. Right, let's have a wee chat with Foul Murmur, shall we? Perhaps in the correct position in case this turns hostile. As per usual, Calvina shall lead the conversation. A twisted man leans over two forms on the ground. One a robed figure covered in bruises, the other a soldier horribly burned, lying motionless to the side. The man grunts at you with obvious displeasure. If it isn't the betrayer herself! If you want anything here, you need to meet with the censor. She's to the east, by the ruins entrance. You should go. Now. You could openly attack, but hey, we'll wait for now. Speak with the censor. Well, if it isn't a traitor herself. I'll get to her later. The censor. Yeah, let's get ourselves ready for holy hell to break loose. Calvina? Remember what I said? As if you can hear me. Stay your weapons. This is Tunan's Fatebinder. And what a complicated pleasure it is to find you in my camp. Now, what would Ash's plaything want with my library? It wasn't enough to betray Narat and side with that rule-bound control freak. Are you here to try and take this away too? The only reason I have instructed my soldiers to show restraint is because of the sensitive operation ongoing in the ruins. One that I don't intend to disturb. The players in that little game have enough to keep themselves occupied. With that said, I wouldn't hesitate to kill you if it proved necessary. So, why don't you tell me what you're doing here and we'll see how this goes. Openly attacked. I'm here for the Silent Archive. Not for any of you. How did you know about... Never mind. The Silent Archive is a chorus matter to be dealt with on our terms. You won't be getting inside the burning library while I'm here. This is your chance to leave with your life intact. I suggest you take it. Now, as much as I enjoy entertaining your company, I need every man and woman here to continue scouring the library. If you would do me the honour of making yourself scarce, I can refocus on more important matters. Oh dear, Calvina. I am here to search the library. Let me pass. Absolutely not. The library is too important to let the likes of you inside. I don't have time to discuss the matter further. You are free to leave. If you step further into my camp, then I will find a more expedient way to deal with you. Right. Well, there could be an alternative way in. We do have one last option here. This disfavoured soldier sags heavily against her rope, emaciated and weak. Her clothes reveal her to be one of the Oathbound. Fatebinder, you're no enemy of the disfavoured. My life is worthless, but perhaps you can help my brethren, please. How exactly can I help? To my knowledge, 2 members of my unit are still alive and pinned down in the burning library. I'm in no shape to go after them myself. If you managed it, I'm sure that Marek would appreciate knowing that his troops weren't completely devastated. All I can say is you'll find them in the library. I can't seem to pinpoint where they are. I only know both of them are injured. Tread lightly. I fear that place is far from stable. And exactly what happened to you? I came here with a unit of Oathbound scouts and our leader Marek. We were trying to locate the Silent Archive. When we saw that the place was overrun with Scarlet Chorus, we resolved to destroy the archive so that its contents didn't fall into the wrong hands. I crept along the surface while the others descended into the library depths. As the hours dragged on, I got clumsy. Someone caught wind of me, and a man they called Murmur has been my tormentor ever since. He was keen enough to know that Oathbound can feel each other's presence. That makes us powerful on the battlefield, but it's a crippling disadvantage if anyone gets captured. Any disadvantage is crippling. These fools insist on learning everything the hard way. It devastates me to admit that I eventually broke. Whatever else they are or claim to be, the chorus are persuasive. However, I fed them as many lies as I did facts, betting that the chorus would busy themselves on the search and give the Oathbound time to escape. I heard around camp that Marek made it out, but I don't know about the others. So slight twist to the tale here. You do know that Marek wants you dead. Marek is right to want me dead. I tried to help my unit, but I betrayed them in the process. When this is all over, I'll submit whatever judgment I'm owed. I wouldn't expect you to preside over my sentencing. That you're talking to me now is more than I deserve. Well, we were hoping for some information, but we shall leave her until we have dealt with the chorus. We don't know how to get in here as well, either. There's a few issues. Right. Well, Calvina is not here to rack her brains to find alternative sneaky ways in if they are not forthcoming, and therefore we shall proceed to take down the Scarlet Chorus one little step at a time, starting with these minions. Openly attacking Foul Murmur, which will make the entire camp hostile at this point, but hey ho. Such is life.
Trouble is afoot.
Trouble is afoot. Right, Calvina. First of all, going to be casting... that one. Right, let's try a bit of the old flame, shall we? Flames of death! Oh, look at that, they're all burning. Good, we like that. And, get a bit closer. Use that one to start with. More fire. More fire. Lots more fire. And then trip them over. They are all burning. They're significantly burning. Oh. He's already used all the heals. They're burning. Nice bit of DOT burning effect. What the hell is this guy? Karate Kid or something? Everybody. A bloodhound.
Pay attention, kid.
I appear to be silenced.
You might learn some.
As is our healer. Verse is looking right a bit injured. She's got the wrong weapon set, and that's why. Oh no, she hasn't.
Consider it done.
You'll enjoy this as much as I do.
Wow, what a strange enemy. Bloodhound leathers. They could well be an upgrade to, look at that. Extra armor, extra slash, extra pierce, a little bit less crush, but extra fire, deflection, recovery. Holy hell, it's definitely an upgrade. A singed Scarlet Chorus report. The edges of the report appear to be burnt, the words faded. Through the barely legible scribbles you make out the names of various tools of torture and the people on which they were applied. Beside each entry is a span and year. You will notice further up the names sound more northern, and the years far precede the conquest of the Tears. Trial of Archons. Foul Murmur tortured his favoured soldiers before the Civil War. So this is Folent. The sage has clearly suffered at the hands of his captors. Burn marks cover his legs, and his soldiers slump unnaturally. He looks at you in stunned disbelief. Thank you. I can't believe those blackguards are finally dead. Pfft, may they rot. I would say more, but I have to make my escape before a patrol circles back, and you wouldn't want to be caught here either for that matter. If you truly are committed to taking on the Scarlet Chorus, you should speak with Renata, our leader. She is nothing if not sympathetic to your interests. Seek her out in the ruins of Effigy. She has a camp there with the other members of our order. Oh yeah, about Renata. Yeah, she might be a bit on the dead side, but we'll let that slide for now. Farewell. Oh dear. He's going to get a bit of a nasty surprise, isn't he, when he goes back to Effigy. Sees their corpses lying in the street.
I got it.
Oops. Right, let's dismantle this Scarlet Chorus camp. One greasy member at a time.
Look at that. The future corpse. Now I have to kill you.
Oh dear, we're a bit close for comfort really, but hey ho.
Bleed out, you little shit.
Well done, Lantry, who obviously used the petrification spell. Let's see if we... Ooh. Just got to be careful to pull these one at a time.
More tally to the body count.
I got it.
On your knees, worm!
You'll have to hit harder than that.
Oh yeah, the spells that I've got, I forgot to tell you, I'm using the new the Sigil of Volleys, which means we get 2. So when we use a fireball, we get 2 projectiles of fire. Same with that one. 2 projectiles of electric jolt, and also 2 projectiles of concussive bolt, and also 2 projectiles of stone spike, should we use it. So just trying out those spells. Yeah, so these explode on death. Now, is that a consequence of the Edict of Fire that they explode? Could be, you know. So it's something to be very careful of. That's what drained our energy in the first fight. So we're just got to be very careful about that. Come on now.
Trouble is afoot.
Right, well, Barrick is just suddenly being massively hit. It's not ideal.
Consider it done.
Yeah, we need to get these guys down, so let's go with a false pit. Bit of flash fire.
As you command.
Ooh.
Are you afraid of...
Let's start burning some people, man. Start burning some people.
Really worthless. In my eyes.
More false pit. Gonna have to use a potion, I think. Just to be on the safe side here.
Are you afraid of death,
I got it.
Try a different weapon.
Oh dear, what's happening here? Why are you over there? Oh, things have gone a bit skew-whiffy here. Massively skew-whiffy, in fact. Why is she? Oh, heaven's sake. Okay, let's do a bit of a switcheroo. Can you get in there, Barrick?
Not a problem, boss.
Oh my god. Oh, I hate fighting in these kind of circumstances. Oh, come on, man.
Consider it done.
Alright, that'll do.
Useless. I should try something.
Oh, jeez Louise! Just a few potions here. Calvina is silent. Oh no, we're not silenced anymore, so false pit again. That should give us some respite, followed by that one. Okay, I think we're looking a little bit better now. Unraveling the mines.
Don't know about you, but I feel like fighting someone.
And some more fire, I'd say.
Cause more harm than this useless weapon.
Okay, well the pathfinding here is completely and utterly screwed up, which has been part of the problem.
I got it. This isn't.
Good gosh, that was a bit messy, wasn't it? But hey, we made it without too much of a scratch. Use some potions and stuff, but we're going to level up now because we're going to need for the next fight as much as help as we can get. So with Lantry, we are going for both wits and quickness, sort of alternating between the two. So we'll go for a point of quickness, and then with him, he can now finally get. We've got a second breath with Lantry, so if somebody does fall, we can now revive a fallen comrade. But also this one's quite useful, placing a seal on somebody, and if their health falls below a limit, they get healed for a large amount of health. So it's like a protection kind of thing. So you can put a seal on Barrick so that if he gets below a certain health, he gets an auto heal. And then of course, having a revive spell, a resurrection spell now in the party is going to be very, very, very useful. As for Verse, she is accuracy and might. And for hers, we're going to go with that one. Significantly increases her dodge. Okay. So the big fight is this one. Without pathfinding issues, we should be alright though. Shouldn't we? Shouldn't we? Come on. Come on. Let's see who comes. Let's see who comes. Just the one? Oh god. Maybe just the one. Maybe. The rest are coming though, so we'll let them come. Here they come, here they come. Right, false pit them. Run. Run. Run, 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 run. Right. Usual story, usual story, usual story. We're also going to go with that one, which gives us all extra 15% damage for 30 seconds. Come on, just got to keep the tank up. That's all we need to do is keep the tank up. Is a sensor here or not? I don't know. Anyway, let's start kicking some ass, shall we?
Consider it done.
Oh, I've been silenced again. Silenced. Far from ideal.
This is useless.
Lantry silenced. 11 seconds. Right, okay. If we're silenced, we'll use something else instead. Arrow Storm. We haven't rested since we last used this. We used this bloody ages ago. Right, quicken.
Shall we?
Right, I think we're back in the game.
I should try some.
Are we back in the game or not? Almost.
Pity you won't enjoy this as much as I do.
Right, now we're back in the game. Goodness me.
Pity you won't enjoy this as much as.
Right, well. The sensor, I think, is still alive. Probably cowering for her life. Cowering in fear as she sees her comrades being obliterated by us. Excellent. Oh, was she a part of that group that we've just killed? I think she might have been. Oh. In that case,
Send me your champion.
This is useless.
let us just
Try something else.
finish things off.
Aye.
I need to try a different weapon.
Don't you just love to hear them scream?
This is useless.
Or is it just
Try something
me,
else.
Mr. Sadistic?
You won't enjoy this as much as I.
Ah, excellent. Well, it's a shame that we didn't take great pleasure in slaying the censor. Didn't realise that she was part of that group. But anyway, never mind. Okay, again, we shall leave her alive there, because you never know, the people inside might give us some more information about what happened, so before we cast our final judgment. Well, that's how you take care of Scarlet Chorus camp, anyway. Ooh. Oh my gosh, look at this. All the different elements. This is what happens when masters of warding magics compare notes for centuries. Regular doors and boring locks fall out of fashion. I was hoping the Edict of Fire had done us a favour and burnt away all these barriers, but we're not so lucky. There's a sequence to lower the barriers, but as custom and paranoia dictate, the sages use different sequences every day, and I'm guessing whomever set this one is long gone. Likely dead. We'll need to look for something that might help. I have never encountered a barrier that didn't respond to fire or hard bludgeoning, but I'll take your word for it. Okay, so we need to find some info here.
Yes.
Find a way past the magic barrier. Well, cheese and fruit is not going to help us. I'm no expert in magical barriers, but I don't think cheese and fruit are doing much. Sage. He looks injured. As you approach the bodies at the end of the hall, the sage makes a low squeal of fear and falls over, feigning death. Yes. Don't worry. I mean you no harm. The sage sighs and looks up at you. I wasn't sure that would work. Well, I was absolutely sure it wouldn't, but how was I supposed to know you weren't another one of those gangs? They're everywhere. I've been hiding in this area ever since the edict tore this place apart. You can never be too careful. You're a Fatebinder. I can't believe there's a Fatebinder in the Vellum Citadel. Must make you a little angry that we were able to cast a spell to preserve the Citadel before your edict could destroy it. Kind of put a damper on all of your grand plans to have everything just stop, didn't it? Joke's on us, though. I suppose I don't think it worked the way they hoped. It didn't stop the edict, it just kind of froze everything in place as it was being destroyed. Preservation is preservation, I suppose. Not that it's doing us any good with all this Scarlet Chorus in here. Did you see how many of those thugs ran in? When I saw them enter, I knew I couldn't stay in hiding any longer. I had to come in and prevent anyone else from getting in. So I activated the barrier by the door. That doesn't explain why you're dying. I came over here to destroy the piece of the passcode so no one could get through. But this one must have followed me. He attacked me and told me he'd kill me if I didn't tell him how to get through. You can see how well that went for him. Please, Fatebinder. You have to protect the Citadel from the Scarlet Chorus. Don't let them destroy it. That piece of the passcode will get you through the first barrier. Find the rest and keep them from those monsters. They can't be allowed to unlock our secrets. We agree with that. Because we want them instead. Now, we're not going to actively help and bind his wounds, but we will simply thank him for the information and just leave him to his own devices. Oh, of course, Fatebinder. I wish I could be more help, but I think my time has come to an end. Please keep the Citadel safe. Perhaps we could have saved him, but...
Bookshelf. Standing.
Shut up, Bantry.
The curiosity protocols demand we rummage.
This book contains a number of distinctive symbols and phrases that are repeated multiple times. They are likely significant. Ooh. How fortuitous! That truly is a part of the passcode needed to bypass the barrier protecting the silent archive. I haven't been this excited since I learned my first sigils. Truth is, in all my decades at the Vellum Citadel, I never once set foot anywhere near the archive. Okay, so we have a piece of the puzzle. Ow.
Oh, that area below us doesn't look as bad as up here.
Yes, so apparently that thing that we've got unlocks this barrier.
See? Every once in a great while, things are easier than I expect. Though I doubt any other barriers are going to be this easy to bypass. Keep that phrase. This is a good sign. If they had not secured the silent archive, they wouldn't have bothered to leave passcodes for any returning sages.
Oh, Andre is getting all excited here. Ooh. Ooh. Well, we have some Scarlet Chorus to take care of. Oh, and a trap.
Interesting.
Got a rubble pile which will probably allow us into here. More Scarlet Chorus this way. A shelf here. So there's quite a lot to explore, isn't there? Another sage. The sage backs up as you approach, fear in his eyes. No, please, don't hurt me. He stops when he sees you and drops his hands, relieved. You're not a chorus member. But they're nearby. I can hear them. I would leave, but they've blocked the exit and I can't open the barrier without the right key. The way isn't clear. Perhaps we'll tell him the way is clear when it is clear. We're not going to kill him and we're not going to lie to him and get him killed, so... Right, we've got some more chorus cleaning duties to take care of, so let's go and do it, shall we? Hey you, come here, I want to talk to you. Talk? A haggard man stands in the middle of a group, addressing them as though through clenched teeth. They are lounging in the room, almost completely ignoring him. If you can't get in line, I swear I'll leave you to burn in this forge. Do you want that? Just listen to me and we can all get out of here with our eyebrows intact. They're glowing parchment fragments. How hard could they be to find? Fatebinder, what are you doing here? I thought you fools blocked the passageway. Do my ears deceive me, or did you just question my actions? The man recoils and a look of terror crosses his eyes. No, I only meant it was odd to meet you here. Forgive me, Fatebinder. I figured the censor sent you to check up on us. Don't worry, we were the first group to get through that barrier and find the silent archive. Do you need anything else? Yes. Address the sages. There are no sages here to back us up. What exactly are you doing in here? I assumed you knew. Why else would the censor have let you in? She's put us in here to compete. We're supposed to find the silent archive, and it isn't just like the chorus to have a contest that gets a score of decent soldiers killed. Which is why we're bent on finding the archive first. Rather, we were bent on finding it. This lot are squeamish as babes who don't want to singe their hair on their toes. Haven't even found a single piece of the passcode. We blocked the passage so no one could follow us, and they then sat down and refused to move. And what's so special about the archive? It's the heart of the Venom Citadel. They say the most valuable records are stored there, books that only the senior sages knew about before the cataclysm. The voices of the rat wants it destroyed so that Kairos' wrath against the sages is complete. The archive is said to have some magical properties too. Supposedly the archive is the sole reason the library's still standing. I don't know, we're just looking for it. I think Calvina would take a little bit of sick pleasure in setting these guys against each other. She turns to the group. It seems that your leader here is a bit of a pushover, if you ask me. If you kill him, you could go your own way. What? Fatebinder, you can't take away my command. You just did. I suppose we'll lend a helping hand, why not? This is our chance. Let's get out of here while we can.
On it.
Take the head off the snake and all that. The rest of the minions shall follow.
Will do.
Gaptooth, there's someone out here! And tell them to get their asses in here. Get your asses in there! Gaptooth, want to talk to you! Gaptooth? What do you Gaptooth? He'll have no teeth by the time I'm finished with him, I tell you. Right. The trap.
Spotted something.
Gaptooth. Hey you, come here, I want to talk to you. Do you now, Mr. Gaptooth? Okay, let's see what you have to say for yourself. So, the sensei didn't trust 4 groups to get what she wanted and sent another one. More groups. Talk about excessive use of force. For Kairos' sake, it's still just a library. It's not going to get up and walk away. We have time to get to the archive. I even know where a piece of the passcode is. 4 groups, you say? Yeah, groups to compete in the censor's little game. To the death and all that. Do you really not know, or are you just playing stupid? Either way, I'm not in the mood for babysitting idiots. My current problem is Numley's group down below. They're guarding one of the passcode pieces and they can be particularly stab-happy. I don't want to cross their path with a molten pit nearby, so I'm trying to decide what to do. So again, we're not necessarily about the archive itself, but just what information. We want to know what they know about the archive, and perhaps anything about the passcodes as well. What do you take me for, your own personal sage? It's in the library. It's rumoured to be incredibly powerful. It's behind an impenetrable barrier. You need to find the passcode to get to it. The censor is particularly itchy to get her hands on it. Problem is, she sent all of us in to get it, and only one group is allowed to claim they did. And that means a lot of... such as the way of the chorus. Okay, well there is enough sages here to make a difference, so now might be the time to turn the sages on the chorus. Calvina calling them to arms. You worthless inksuckers will burn along with the Fatebinder. Kill them all! Okay, right, a bit out of position here, but we can deal with it.
I'm not here to make fret.
Did we not just... Oh, hang on. Oh boy, right, we're in a little bit of a pickle here. Unravel minds. Oh my... Ooh.
Consider it done. Attention, kid. You might learn something.
What on earth is going on? Right, carry on.
take care.
Will do. What the fuck is wrong with my weapon?
Oh, got there in the end. Right, there you go. Much better. Sigil strength 2. Ooh, nice. Nice.
Right.
Burnt missive. Graven Ash was the intended recipient. Sender makes a plea for assistance, as she doesn't believe her garrison in the Blade Grave has sufficient troops to hold their location.
Right.
Okay, so there's a way down there to the lower ruins, which is fine. Let's just go and release this chap. Oh, he's given us something as well. Ooh. Some kind of item to research. Okay, so we're almost done here. The only thing that we haven't yet explored is this. Which is just a shortcut across here. Fine.
The sages halted the passage of time in these old ruins. If the building was meant to collapse, I say let it.
Okay, so I think we've explored as much as we can of this area. So what we'll do in the next session is we shall head down to the lower level. So join me next time to see what that has in store for us. Until then, see you soon.